Smartflood is an innovative artificial intelligence cloud web platform developed to drastically reduce cost and processing time in mapping fluvial flood hazard at large scales and at high resolution, less than 30 meters, anywhere in the world. Smartflood generates in real-time comprehensive flood risk map for every place in Europe at 25 meters resolution and soon for the entire planet at 90 meters resolution. Smartflood integrates large-scale and high-resolution open data and artificial intelligence algorithms for supporting robust evidence-based decision-making in flood risk management. Smart flood intelligence is composed by three main components: an high-resolution geomorphic flood index (GFI) generated by processing available high-resolution and hydrologically corrected digital elevation models. A set of available benchmark flood hazard maps usually available at lower resolution or limited spatial extension. An efficient machine learning binary classification algorithm able to quickly provide the calibrated flood-prone area. Calibrating the GFI threshold for a specific area of interest over an available flood hazard reference map, provided by existing flood hazard maps or numerical hydrodynamic simulations uploaded by the user in the platform. Smartflood firstly enables the capability to extend informations of existing flood areas to uncovered regions, for example from a sub-basin to the entire hydrological basin. Secondly, to downscale at higher resolution, up to 25 meters, the available flood hazard reference maps. The web service is designed to provide end users with the possibility to consistently and cost-effectively extend local detailed flood studies, for example those coming from complex flood models, field studies or remote sensing detection in uncovered data-scarce regions, to extrapolate them to larger scales and downscale to finer resolutions. The service is fully operative and actually covers the entire pan-EU and will be extended soon to be operative worldwide. The demo version is available for free with some limitation in terms of area and resolution at the following web address: gecosystema.com/cloud-web-modeling-tools/smartflood/. The web application is composed by three main elements. On the upper left, a specific panel where the user can view and activate the available and generated GIS raster or vector layers. In the panel, the user can visualize the following elements: the GFI layers at 25 meters of resolution, a set of flood hazard reference maps provided by JRC at 90 meters of resolution, the list of free of charge or purchased basins, a set of background layers such as Google Satellite, Bing, OSM, and more. On the upper right of the web interface, a dashboard panel where are displayed the following elements: the name of the performed simulation, the performance metrics of the classification algorithm respect the reference maps, a slider dedicated for manual tuning, and finally the button output download. In the center of the web application, the user can interact with the mapping interface through the specific buttons located at the top, such as zoom in, zoom out, and pan. In a demo mode, the user can display, map, and zoom over the following elements displayed in the left panel: a list of available benchmark flood hazard reference maps for different return time for the entire pan-EU. The GFI at 25 meters of resolution available for the entire pan-EU. A limited number of free-of-charge basins where the user can run the flood simulation and test the platform. A smart flood layer dedicated to display the NUTS area that can be purchased by the. A list of different background layers such as Google Maps, OSM, Bing, and others. In a demo mode, the user can run some simulations only in the limited number of free-of-charge sub-basins located across EU. The user can pan and zoom over the basin of interest, then he can activate the wheel button and click over the selected basis. After that, a specific drop-down box appear and the user should select among the available list of flood hazard reference maps to be used for generating the extended flood hazard maps at higher resolution. The platforms start processing the simulation and after few seconds it retrieves the output flood hazard maps. The generated flood hazard map, obtained calibrating the GFI threshold over the selected benchmark flood reference maps, is an extrapolation covering a wider areas, in this case the NUTS named ITC located in Italy, and provide a downscaling from 90 meters of the reference map to 25 meter. On the left panel, the dashboard provide to the user all the information about the name of the simulation and the performance metrics of the calibrated flood areas over the flood reference maps. The meaning of the selected metrics can be inspected by the user moving the pointer over the metrics labels. In the bottom of the dashboard, under the section named Manual Calibration, is located a specific slider tool dedicated for a manual tuning of the GFI threshold. Modifying the threshold value, the user can generate different flood-prone area extension. In the demo mode, the user can only visualize the generated results, the download button is not habilitated and the level of zoom is not full. Moreover, the calibration of the GFI can be performed only on the available list of JRC flood hazard maps and there is no possibility to upload own flood hazard maps available or generated by numerical modeling studies, retrieved from satellite data or on-site surveys. All these limitations can be overcome in case the user buy the right of full access to the Smartflood platform. Let's see now in detail the user registration procedure, moving the pointer in the upper right of the interface and clicking over Login by label, a pop-up window appears. The user can register himself in case he has valid credentials, username and password, or starting the registration procedure by clicking over the label, Sign in the first time. The user should insert details related to name and email address and after that, he can activate the control box NUTS selection. The platform automatically visualize the layer of NUTS areas available to be purchased and the user can start in selecting and adding the area of interest. Automatically a list of selected areas is populated with the indication of the associated cost. Once the area selection phase is over, the user can submit the request to the platform's administrator. After few hours, the user will be contacted by the administrator with the payment instructions via email. In case the user has already a valid registered and habilitated profile with user and password, can access to the platform and running simulation for the acquired NUTS areas without any limitations. For example, the user stefano.bagli@gecosistema.com, after the login, can visualize the list of acquired basins. After the registration procedure, the user can proceed in the generation of flood-prone areas obtained through the threshold calibration of GFI respect one of the available reference maps. The user can run the simulation on any acquired basins after the activation of the wheel button and clicking over the interest area. As the user Nina Caprez is fully habilitated, she can now upload a own flood hazard reference map, for example produced by Hydrodynamic Numerical Modeling Study. The available reference maps is covering a small portion of the basin and is available at low resolution, in this case 100 meters. On the top of the right panel, the user can upload the own flood hazard map. The file should be a raster geotiff format. After the upload, the user activate the wheel button and click over the basin containing the uploaded reference map. The platform starts in computing the generated flood hazard map characterized by a wider extension and higher resolution respect the reference uploaded map. Now the granted user can zoom in at full resolution and can download the generated output as raster geo-referenced TIFF file on your local hard disk. Thanks for your attention. Please contact us in case of questions.